going to study about production possibility curve. Before understanding the production possibility curve, we will study about scarcity, choice, and interaction for an individual. In this, we will study about the introduce the concept scarcity, choice, and opportunity cost. Consumer and producer must take choice. Trade between parties in mutually beneficially. Production possibility curve are tool formulate the concept of a scarcity and cost. Market versus command economy. Let us start. Define scarcity, choice, and interaction for an individual. Scarcity is a fundamental economic problem where the demand for the resource exceeds the availability supply, resulting in a need to make choice about how to allocate resources efficiently. Choice, the act of selecting one option over another, often involving trade and comprises individual make choice based on their preferences, resource, and priorities. Interaction, the process of exchanging information, resources, or services between individual group or organization. Interaction can lead to trade, collaborate, or competition shaping individual choice and resource and outcomes. For individual, scarcity, choice, and interaction are we can say that are interact with each other. Drawback of this which can lead the PPC. So we should know about these things, and we should do about that with the scarcity and interaction of the scarcity. So we are going to start. These concepts are fundamental to microeconomics and understanding human behavior, decision, and making resource allocation. Now the question arises that what is the link between choice and resources? The link between choice and resources is that resources, example money, time, effort, are necessary to purpose choice, example activity, goal, and options. Choice require allocating resources, activity, resources are limited, making choice necessary to prioritize and optimize resource. Choice can lead to acquiring new resource or depletion of existing ones. Resources can contain choice forecasting, trade-off, and comprises. Choices can also create new resource or opportunity forecasting, growth, and innovation. It essence resource are the mean to pursue choice, and choice determine how resources are allocated. This interdependence shapes decision making, priority setting, and goal achievement. Here are some examples: time, money, effort, choice. The choice resource link in a fundamental aspect of decision making and resource management, helping individual to optimize their choice and resource to achieve their goal. Assumptions are scarcity, resources are limited, and choices must be to allocate and affect them. Opportunity cost, choosing one option means forgoing another, implying a trade-off. Rational decision making, individual make informed rational choice to maximize their utility or satisfaction. Preferences, individual have clear preference and priority that guide their choice. Information, individual have access to sufficient information to make informed choice. Autonomy, individual have the freedom to make choice and allocate resource as they see. These assumptions underlie the classical economic model of decision making, which shapes our understanding of choice, resource link. However, it's important to recognize that these assumptions might not always hold true in reality, and behavioral economic has highlighted various bias and limitations that influence decision making. Now the next question arises that what do you mean by production possibility curve? Production possibility curve is a graphical representation of the various combination of two goods that an economy can produce given its resource and technology. It shows the trade-off involved in producing more of one good at the expense of the one. The PPC is typically downward sloping, indicating increasing production of one good lead to decrease in the production of other good. Resources are scarce and producing more of one good require diverting resource from the other. Opportunity cost arise as the production of the goods comes at the expense of the other. The PPC is illustrated efficiency. Production producing on the PPC represent efficient use of resources as resources are fully utilized. Trade-off, the PPC show the trade-off involved in producing more of one good. Opportunity cost, the PPC illustrate the opportunity cost of producing more of one goods. Scarcity, the PPC represent the scarcity of resources as producing more of one goods require diverting resources from one of the other good. The PPC is a fundamental concept in economic, helping to understand the basic of production, resources, and trade-off. Define. Now the next question arises. Hence, this is the we can say that curve of the PPC, and it always concave to the origin. This is always concave to the origin. Now the next question arises that law of increasing opportunity cost. The law of increasing opportunity cost states that as the production of goods or services increase, the opportunity cost of producing each additional unit increase. In other words, as you produce of something, more of something, the cost of producing each extra unit rise. This is because resources are scarce and have alternative uses. The law of opportunity cost is illustrated by an upward sloping curve showing that initial unit have low opportunity cost. As production increase, resources become scarce and opportunity cost rise. The marginal opportunity cost is the cost of producing one of more unit increase as production increase. The LOIC applies that the production decision firm face increasing opportunity cost as they produce more. Resource allocation, resources are allocated to their most valuable uses by opportunity cost rising as more resources are used. Trade-off, the LOIC represent the trade-off involved in producing more of one good at the expense of another. The law of increasing opportunity cost is a fundamental principle in economics, helping to understand the consequence of scarcity and the trade-off involved in production and the resource allocation. The next question, there are some key questions. Our first question is that how does a society decide its optimal point on the PPC? Society decide its optimal point on the PPC based on economic goal, resource allocation, preference, technology, institutional framework, scarcity. Economic goal maximizing efficiency, growth and welfare. Resource allocation, allocating resource to their most valuable uses. Preferences, society preferences for different goods and services. technology, the level of technology available, institutional framework, the legal and political social structure, scarcity, the recognition of resource scarcity, and the need to make a trade-off. To determine the optimal point, a society can use various methods including market mechanism, central planning, mixed economy, social welfare functions, cost benefit and analysis. Market mechanism, letting the market determine the optimal allocation of resource through price and competition. Central planning, a central authority makes decision on resource allocating and production. Mixed economy, a combination of the market mechanism and government intervention. Social welfare function, mathematical representation of the social preference to determine the optimal point. Cost benefit analysis, evaluating the cost and benefit to determine the production possibility. By considering these factors and methods, a society can determine the optimal point on PPC where the production of the goods and services maximize efficiency, growth, and welfare while minimizing the opportunity cost. Next question arises. Society receive marginal benefit from each additional production consumed. That's correct. Marginal benefit of consuming a goods or service refer to the additional satisfaction or utility gained from consuming one more unit of that goods or service. The law of diminishing marginal utility states that as more and more commodity we consume, the utility derived from each successive unit goes on diminishing and may become zero or negative. For example, the first slice of pizza might have give you a lot of satisfaction, high marginal benefit, but the second slice of pizza give you some additional satisfaction but less than the first slice, lower marginal benefit. The third slice of pizza give you even less addition satisfaction, even lower marginal benefit. This law applies the most goods and services and its fundamental concept in economic, helping to understand consumer behavior and demand. But the law, next thing, the law of increasing opportunity cost reminds us that the marginal cost also rise as more as product is produced. This is absolutely true. The law of increasing opportunity cost states that the opportunity cost of producing each additional unit of a good or service increase as production increase. This means that the marginal cost of producing each additional unit also rise. As the society produce and consume more of production, the marginal benefit utility may be decreased, but the marginal cost increase. This is because using them to produce more of one good means giving up the opportunity to put something else. By intersecting the marginal benefit utility and the marginal cost opportunity cost determine the optimal quality of a good service that a scarcity that a society should produce and consume. This is where the marginal benefit is equal to the marginal cost. By considering the law of diminishing marginal utility, we can understand that the optimal allocation of resource and the trade-off involved by producing the consuming goods and services. The next question arises: what is economic system? An economic system is a framework that outlines how a society produce, distribute, and the consumer goods and services is define the rules, institution, and mechanism that govern the economic activity, including production, distribution, exchange, ownership, and decision making. Production: how resources are allocated that utilized to produce goods and service. Distribution: how goods and services are distributed among individual and group. Exchange: how goods and services are exchanged, including the medium of exchange. Ownership: Who owns the factor of production such as land, labor, and capital? Decision making. Who makes the decision about production, distribution, and exchange? There are several types of economic system: market economy, command economy, mixed economy, traditional economy, and share economy. Market economy: private individual and the business own resource and the decision based on the market force. Command economy: the government own resource and and makes decision about production and distribution. Mixed economy: a combination of private and government ownership and decision making. Traditional economy: the economic decisions are based on the custom, tradition, and belief. Sharing economy: goods and services are shared or exchanged without monetary compensation. An economic system aims to allocate the resource efficient, promote economic growth, and improve the standard of living for individual with a society. Next, who own the factors of production economic resources? In different economic system, economic activities coordinated by various entities. Market economy: price mechanism. Price serve as a single for resource allocation and coordination. Market forces: supply and demand determine the resource allocation. Entrepreneurs and firms make a decision on production, investment, and innovation. Command economy: central planning authority. The government or a central planner makes decision on resource allocation and production. State-owned enterprises carry out the plan and instruction of the central authority. Mixed economy: combination of the market force and the government intervention. Price and the market force play a role. Government intervention. Prices and the market forces play a role. Government regulator provides the public goods and service. Traditional economy: community or tribe made decision on resource allocation and production based on the custom, tradition. Socialist or communist economy: central planning authority, the state or the community makes decision on resource allocation and production. In addition of these entities, other organizations and institutions also play a role in coordinating economic activities such as bank and financial institutions provide financing and facilitate transaction. Trade union represent labor interest and negotiate wages and working condition. Business associations represent industry and lobby for policies. Government agencies regulate specific industry and enforce law and regulation. The coordination of economic activity is a complex process that involves various actors and mechanisms depending on the economic system. Now the next question is, what are the characteristics of economic market economy or the economic system? For understanding the characteristics of market economy, we have to understand about the resource allocation. How resources are allocated and utilized. Property rights: who own and control the mean of production. Decision making: who makes decision about production and distribution. Incentives: what motives individual and business to produce and innovate. Coordination: how economic activities are coordinated and organized. Distribution: how goods and services are distributed among individual and group. Efficiency: how resources are utilized to maximize output and minimize waste. Equity: how fairly resources are goods and distributed among individual and group. Stability: how well the economy withstand shocks and changes. Growth: how the economy expand and develop over time. Government intervention: the role of the government in regulating and influence the economic activity, market structure, the number and the types of firm and the level of competition. These are the characteristics help the key of economic system, including how it operates, its strength and weakness, and the impact in society. Now, one question which arises after that, the government from it is a question from the PPC, hence it is the most important question. Means it is a question which is based on the latest case study. The government of India promoting foreign exchange like Make in India and other schemes. What will be the impact in PPC, production possibility curve? The Make in India was launched in 2014 by our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, aimed to promote India as a global manufacturing hub and attract foreign investment. The impact of this initiative on production possibility curve could be the following. Hence, it increased the economic growth. The initiative aimed to increase the economic contribution of manufacturing sector to 25% of the GDP, leading to the economic growth and the outward shift of the PPC. Boost in foreign direct investment means FDI. The Make in FDI innovate has lead to increase the FDI, which can be lead to increase in the production of the higher value goods, improving the opportunity, improving the competitiveness, and shifting the PPC outward. Job creation or employment opportunity. The initiative aimed to create a new job which can lead to increase in labor force or shift of the PPC outward. Increase export. The initiative aim to increase export, which lead to increase in foreign exchange and earning the important in the balance of payment and shifting of the PPC outward. Improve infrastructure. The initiative aim to develop modern infrastructure, including industrial corridors and smart cities, which can improve the business environment and shift in PPC outward. Or we can say that it increase the assets of the government and it will decrease the liabilities of the government, so the PPC will be shifted outward side. So this is all